You know, physical
Loser
damage,
eliminated.
the kind of scaling core that's going to give them that late game security.
And here we go, game 3, all on the line. A victory here keeps you in the running for TI Quals. Now, the winner does still have to win another series to get towards last chance qualifier. But a loss here, of course, means that your TI run ends. Super important for both of these teams and both of these captains. You know, they've been the heart and soul of Dota 2 for a decade or more now. Puppy and Kuroki. Puppy still an all-timer for TI.
There against Slark.
His streak last year. Looking to reclaim.
They're pretty good here against Slark, though.
Heartbreaking no matter who loses here, for sure.
Team Star.
Well, let's get into it, man.
It's been a long road for Nigma as well, right? Dropping to Div 2, trying to get their way back up, coming into TI Quals.
Oh, you're just making me sad.
I mean, they've been showing, though, building up and proving they are still, you know, a top-tier team. A secret, haven't been able to break them yet.
Yeah, this long road through the qualifier. One will end here, but one will go on. It's looking like, honestly, just the top-tier EU US teams right now. Seeing all these games playing out, I feel like there's been so many close matches, so many high-skill plays coming out. I'm just so hyped to be watching some good Dota.
Alright, it's going to be exciting, though, no matter which way you're coming from. Bounty runes 2 apiece. No fighting over the runes, just going to go for the safety. And we'll have our lane set up for us. There's Sumail on the Lesh. Heading into mid against the Nisha Pango. Blocking up their waves. And also, always looking for that bottle early on.
Actual Degen.
And it feels like Secret got pretty good ways of guarding runes here, with the Rubik and the Clockwork both very adept at guarding water runes and playing actively towards the mid lane.
It's going to be really important, especially because you're playing a ranged hero with a magic harass into a melee, right? You want to be able to get that sustain from the water runes to, you know, stay in the lane, be able to last it. I think like Nisha's going to be able to fight back with this shield crash, to like secure range creep and also deal a little bit of damage. But yeah, it's hard, right? You're playing into a stun from Sumail, who's going to be able to like deny your range creeps with that. You know, Nisha doesn't have that same luxury.
And Nigma tri-laning up top to safeguard Miracle's early laning stage. GH and Kuroki already forcing Puppy to expend quite a bit of his regen, and they're both just hiding behind their tower. And this does leave Mind Control in a 1v2 down bottom, and Zayats is making Nigma pay for this decision. A lot of damage onto MC, but he's actually playing aggressively, waiting for the battery assault to expire.
It's okay.
Getting a lot of that Firefly and Napalm damage on the clock. And it looks like he's okay just to stay in the lane for now. As the dive up top. This is where you need your TPs to be active from Secret. Match the aggression from Nigma. Defend your Rezo DP, and now it's try versus try.
You never want to try lane into an Undying, seriously. It is just so rough. And Clockwork's a fantastic supporter doing all this damage. Like he's going to get all this battery assault out now on Miracle.
Full damage.
When you start to skirmish and take
that
fights,
hurts a lot.
You're going to be having more opportunities for these double hero decays. You know, when the tombstone goes down, it can go 2 ways, right? You have more heroes.
Give
that
some
can
insight.
sit there and
you have the casters. Literally talk about insight. I'm really just here to
defend it. Which you
laugh
have with the
at them when they die. Really, that's my job.
You could seriously get some good kills there going in. I guess the only rough thing is that you're playing with a Spectre. Usually when you have these tri-lanes, you like an aggressive carry. You know, some Sven.
9
playing with a
mangoes.
stun, a CK. You know, Miracle, maybe a little bit weaker here on that Spectre.
It's good
but
to get
still
more
with a little
mana,
bit of burst
and you
from
can
the
cast
dagger
more
to come out.
spells. You know what I mean?
Definitely
Gives you
valuing
regen.
maybe the DP a little bit more there in terms of trades.
Yeah, and GH, he was stuck in behind that tower and had to make a long
Who
run
am I
back.
rooting for,
TP
guys?
home.
I'm rooting for Team
So Nigma a little
Nigma.
exposed.
I'm a huge fan of
Next
Team
20 seconds or
Nigma.
so.
This is well
Now they
known.
move things around. Chrysalis in a 1v1 against the Mind Control Bat Rider. I was just watching Zayats here, getting his battery assault damage in. Forced away by the 9 Mango Undying. Yeah, it's got to feel decent for Chrysalis. The Slark, decent against the Bat, but again, top. They get the drag back. Kuroki surrounded. Decent Fisher from GH, but Zayats is there.
Oh
Trapping in the
no!
Undying.
Losing
Getting first blood for Secret.
tri-lane with an Undying.
That's great for them, taking advantage of Undying still being level 1. Right, Because that's probably the worst thing about a tri-lane is the experience deficit that you end up getting on supports. Because you want to give your XP to your carry, your cores.
It's good to die. Check it out.
For someone like
He goes
Spectre,
middle.
it's actually a
Boom.
little bit better because he just wants to focus on hitting creeps, right? So he doesn't mind you kind of sitting and taking his XP. He's not super XP
Actually good.
the way some other carries are. But still, yeah. And level 1 Undying.
Wow.
Getting a little bit out of position.
That actually wins the lane. Very
A
intriguing.
little bit sad for him.
Yeah.
Chrysalis gets battered by the Bat Rider, but
Did you just click him?
pretty far forward here. Does have Kuroki holding his hand as they go up and block the small camp.
Now he's got that tombstone. Hitting 4 minutes, getting that XP.
Yeah, it looks like down bottom things have become a little more challenging for Chrysalis without a support there. And relying on one charges, and of course, pre-level 6, you don't have that guaranteed regen. You're just here by the tower trying to use the tower protection to heal back up. So MC is taking a nice firm grasp on his bottom lane.
Yeah.
A few
not
CS
ideal.
ahead.
He's even expending money on a salve, which he's bringing to himself.
Going to TI. There's a chance.
Some
They
of that
just need
mana
to win
up
2
if he wants
series.
as well later on down the line.
But I like this tri-lane idea a lot from Nigma, just because your Spectre is going to be so pivotal to you. I think the build that China was going, because they were the ones picking it the most during Tour 3 and stuff, they were going like Manta, Ags, and Basher.
Spectre's having a good laning stage.
The 3 biggest items. Sometimes they
It's a little
didn't go
spooky.
the Ags. But yeah, overall, those were kind of like the big ones. And it's really good and effective, and you're playing into Secret, who have 2 supports like
Oh,
Clockwork
burn them.
and Rubik, right? You want to utilize this clock to get in there and find your Shaker, but when he's being kind of having an illusion sticking on him, it can be really hard to kind of navigate around that to get the angle that you want.
Yeah, the clock is good against Earthshaker, but against zombies and Spectre illusions, there's a lot of noise there that Zayats has got
Is
to
this
play
killable?
around. And of course, giving vision
No,
with a
it's
horn,
not.
always useful. And Zayats on the run
where is he
back,
committing?
with telekinesis in, trying to aim GH, but Tombstone, it'll keep Secret at bay. Miracle continues just to chip away at Puppy. Just a poke and a prod
Sure.
there.
Kill?
Miracle gets a dagger out as well.
Hold.
Puppy and Zayats dropping incredibly
Hold
low
up.
to these
Undying is no
decays of
mana.
Kuro.
Well, he does have
But
lots of
nobody
mana.
dropping. Everyone incredibly low.
Jesus Christ.
There's a bit of
Kuroki
damage on the
started
tier
this-
1.
Yeah, he started this lane with 7 mangoes. It was 7 mangoes, and then he brought out 2 more. He actually has just gone so hard in on these mangoes, as well as being in a tri-lane and getting stick charges. I don't know if he'll ever run out of mangoes.
Misha
You don't have damage
He's going
here.
out on mid. Sumail
GH
has range drops
though.
very far and the 1 to keep
He's
him alive.
abusing.
So Pango trying
The
to aim
abuse
for
strat.
GH, but a good little move there next to the
Ooh,
ramp,
oh,
pushed
the
up by the
deputy.
Pango roll. So Nisha's first Rolling Thunder not coming to much. They're even looking for the kill back on him. And Sumail not gonna
Bottle
launch
refill?
the Split Earth just there. Bottle refill for Nisha as well.
Nice. Watch. You die support.
At least it's only.
I know a lot of you still play
Probably
Dota.
Secret
TP
Field.
middle.
Chrysalis.
Refill.
Straight in.
He has the shadow dance bottom. Yeah, Nisha escapes from mid. I'll go back on Sumail and burst him down with Zayats having those nice cogs placed in on top of him. And Chrysalis and Mind
what
Control
happened
also
middle?
having a battle bottom with Puppy's rotation looking for a kill.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake there. I guess a miscalculation, thinking how tanky he would be, and being able to just use that illusion room. Maybe he thought Zayats had left. They had a ward, but maybe it didn't quite see him. Either way, unfortunate for him. And a good kill for Nisha.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
And Sumail will just come back in the lane. Push it out quickly. Think about his next move. This is giving a lot of room now to
Game is
Miracle and
over. I don't think
Resolution.
so. I think this
Get
can be a
some
very
farm
even
under their
game.
belts.
The other
The
2 games have
tri-lane's
been pretty
broken
even.
down and just overall laning phase breaking down here as people do start to rotate and look for picks. Down at bottom, Chrysalis, he's eyeing up Mind Control. Puppy in behind the slot,
Lashrak
but
farms
then you've also got
fast. Secure
GH there
space
ready with a
for
Fisher.
Spectre.
At a moment's notice, he can stop the aggression.
It's looking great.
Yeah, right now they're thinking about how they can use their Pango for
Or
sure.
Team
His
Star.
role is back up. It's kind of like, okay, can we bring a support mid and get that kill on Sumail with it? Can I stop a dive if someone goes? Like, where can can he use his TP? I think, oh, he's used his role instead just to secure that arcane rune.
Yeah.
He's heading top with it.
He is coming up here. Zayas
Hello.
is going to keep vision on Kuroki. So Nisha can come in with a big swashbuckle. Stick charges the decay.
Almost get both.
A tankiness for Kuro's Undying. Doesn't get the tombstone down in time. And another Fisher from GH.
Nisha is stomping a little bit.
And down at bottom, Chrysalis. Another 1v1 fight with mind control. Every time he expends the Firefly, though, there's a window here for Secret to play around this movement from Puppey coming in from the left-hand side. Fade Bolt, Telekinesis, dragging back into Chrysalis damage. Science even arriving here to help out and give a bit of moral support. Vision from the Rocket Flare and another pounce allows Chrysalis to get the takedown on MC's bat.
Kuroki coming through. Plus one agility
for Chrysalis. Now he's 6 as well. He gets all that health regen, so he can just start to farm the lane, not have to worry too much. You have that max dark pack, so he's able to farm camps as well. You should see his farm accelerate a little bit. Miracle, on the other hand, he
told you it's
really
over, sir. So I'm gonna give you a ban because it's
in the jungle, so he's much more.
We have 11 days because what you're writing is so stupid.
He has a lot of stats. I won the treads.
Even if Secret ends up winning, you were not correct because at the time you wrote that message, it was not over.
Now. It is really good for them at some point to take this tower. It's already at half health. It looks like Secret are kind of keyed into this idea.
One team is a slight edge. GG, game over. Told you. We're intellectual here. Please only kick pipe comments.
He rolls into Sumail. A little risky though, going under tier 1 with GH's arrival. Could cause problems here for Secret if they go too far. And they'll quickly realize that. They forced rotations. They've bought a bit of time. Get Chrysalis. A bit of farm down bottom. Puppey can try and hit 6 mid. Everyone looking for the weaknesses in the chain here.
Anyone can win.
Except the Lions.
That's one of the nice things that Nisha is doing, at least, is that every time he makes these rotations, he's very quick to kind of run back to mid for either a rune or to farm. Spot Sumail.
Yeah, getting chased by the Pango. Down at bottom, Chrysalis going to try and dip back, but Sumail, he's going to get taken down by Nisha. Just a straight-up solo kill without the roll. And that is a huge kill for Nisha to have. He's now halfway through level 9.
Oh my god.
Well on his way to the
it's over.
Blade.
It's over.
Top of the net worth on this Pango, and he's causing issues for Miracle Spectre. We might have to see Nigma swap their lanes around. You know, put Mind Control top, have the Miracle Spectre go bottom where it may be a little safer for him.
Reza with his Exo, definitely looking to use it. Their two choices are either to just force top and take that or go for the mid, but I think it makes most sense just with him up here to rotate Nisha instead and take it. And as well, that gives you an easier access into this triangle too, and then it kind of makes it obvious where Miracle's farming.
Yeah, just use the Exo there with the catapult behind you. Nigma trying to reposition themselves. Thinking about defending this around the glyph. But you see Zayats ready with a hook shot. GH does get his Echo Slam up. Potential here, but Zayats has his number. Keeps the vision on him.
Good
Echo
ult.
will catch 2 of them, but no follow through. But
can
look
he be
at
bursted?
Needed that fair fire in the wand. He's got a greedy build with the boots of travel.
They need to kill him. Oh no, no.
The Death Prophet trying to take her down. Mind Control giving chase as well. They should find Rezo here, but he's got so many heals. The ghosts come back at the perfect time. Straight to full HP as Zayat's the only loss the Secret will suffer as the tower falls. Nigma trying to react to this, but not getting what they needed.
Yeah, gotta try and deal with that ward on that high ground if you're Nigma soon. And that ward is given so much information to Secret to try and keep making these plays and force these rotations, and like your cores are getting out completely alive. I mean, Miracle is being harassed so much top. At some point, you have to
realize I'm actually the most educational streamer on Twitch. I learned about countries and other cultures and movies. Or I am just retarded.
Yeah, like
Stay at home. Game on.
Just try rotating him to another lane. The problem is, as soon as he commits,
it's a retarded stream. I'm sorry.
They run at him, and
You've
then
been baited.
Use his ult, and they just gonna maybe just try and keep him moving. I can see them moving though for this bot tower.
They know GH is TP down here, and he is all alone. Rezo and Zayats try and track back for him. Fisher delays the inevitable death of GH. It does slow down the push on the tier 1 as well. But every kill on the Earthshaker always feels good. You're delaying that blink or the shard, stopping his teamfight contributions from coming too early on.
It's looking a little stompy, guys. It was 5 kill lead. It's almost like an alliance game.
That's how he sped away from all of them.
Yeah, I think you even mentioned it.
Yeah.
It just didn't click in my brain until I saw him TPing onto that wave.
Well, I said it, and it didn't even click for me. Hook shot from Zayats. Find Kuroki. Oh, Nigma, they were coming down here to
tombstone,
try to defend
5K
as
lead.
a unit, but Secret, they've
Looking a
got
little
5 heroes
stompy.
here.
The
You
guy
can't
was
come in
right.
piecemeal, one by one.
Still banned.
That has to TP home. And Leshrac forced back to tier 2s by Nisha.
You can feel the change up here. With no IO, I feel like Sumail is playing a lot more, you know, just not as fast, a little bit more scared. Has to be.
What do you
wary.
think
He can't just
Alliance
run in
needs
and
to
rely
be
on that
great
heal.
again?
It's going to be so conservative, doesn't he?
Yeah. Crystal's trying to get that farm up here, but they're just going to push him off. When is the EXO? They have the EXO. They're taking bot without needing it. Now
Randy.
they can kind of
I think
sweep
we need
through this
Randy.
bot jungle.
Dreamo
Yeah, they've got
cell.
multiple angles of attack in towards mid now.
Yeah, you want to use the EXO for mid
I
town for
disagree with
sure.
you.
And then you can maybe wait and use the next one for Roche.
Another kill on GH. It's coming. Telekinesis into the Pango roll. Stolen Lightning Storm and the final swashbuckle will do the trick. Hook shot from Zayats. Where's that? It's deep. Behind tier 1 in the mid lane. Does force Kuro to throw the tombstone down to try
It's
and
been
match
70
what Secret
months.
are bringing.
Can't
to
I
the
get
They have damage though, I don't think so. Or?
Kill if they can have it, but he's tanky. He's got the illusion into pop to get away from Sumail's split earth. And Rezo, he's got the exorcism, chasing forward with a 2-man silence. The Secret calming things down in the mid as they kill Miracle top.
Imagine setting in the Lions or take the cut and use it
I
without a
didn't see that.
teamwork.
How did that happen?
I don't know, but they're going in for more. Sheepo Sumail getting caught out by the Nisha Pango. In comes Rezo with the Spirit Siphons bursting through the Sumail Lash. Secret are running away with this game here. Match 3 and it's 12-1. A 6K lead for Secret. Not meant to be, says Rezo.
Jesus, it is unrelenting pressure. And they're doing such a good job of it. This ward is still up on that high ground in the triangle. Like, Secret are just seeing everything. They know where Nigma's playing. They know that Spectre just cannot really farm this jungle so easily. Like, it's so hard for him to come back in this game. And they're putting so much
Get
lane
off my
pressure on
back in the middle of
everywhere.
something. Mum, seriously. Seriously.
Sumail completely out of mana. Like you were saying a few moments ago, without this IO, he doesn't have that battery of mana to sustain the amount of damage that comes out of Pulse Nova. Rezo being eyed up top, but he's already safely behind his tier 1, even pinging to say, hey, do we want to defend this, or do we just let it fall?
I think you might have to let that tower go down there.
Yeah.
And in return, you're pressuring bot. You know,
Yeah.
always getting something.
Triple range creep, catapult wave, and mind control. He's TP'd here. Zayats, he's right next to him. Has hookshot ready, and he'll go straight for the bat. Nisha in with his rolling thunder. Not such a long cooldown. He's using it every time it comes
Team
up.
Star Twitter. The replies.
And Batrider not having a game anymore. 0-2-1. He's got these bots, but needs Blink, needs BKB. It's across the board from Nigma. We need Blink on Earthshaker. We need BKBs up on this Batrider. Spectre needs the Manta style. Another 10 minutes. It feels like Nigma needs to actually get the items to rally around their squad and defend objectives.
It does feel like a case of where they're getting sort of picked off one by one, or just someone's dying and they're not taking the full fight that they really can, because they have a lot of things that allow them to fight. You have this tombstone, for example. Even just having Fisher is still pretty decent, right? And how many times have we seen Batrider able to just get a little bit of a chase down, throw that flame break back, and lasso out of position? If you can drag someone from Secret out of position, you can definitely fight. And they had that idea, right? They TP the back bottom. They're kind of waiting. I think they didn't. I'm not sure how their comms were like. Maybe they didn't expect Secret to be able to dive there, or didn't know that Zayats was already in position. But I think they wanted to defend it, and it is a really good idea, especially when you have the glyph, because when you activate it, it gives the split shot, does so much damage. Like 17 minutes, you're not really strong enough to tank it if you take a full-on fight there. But yeah, they weren't quite set up to take it. I think maybe playing a little bit more around this side lane pickoffs if you can chase someone down with this bat.
Hex, they're trying to match Secret instead of looking for moves of their own. It's leading to their downfall now with almost a 10k lead for Secret and another aggressive smoke.
A little bit bad. How do they win?
Hunting in the triangle.
They have Spectre late game, Copium. Then me has Slark late game.
Think about Roshan. If
they had good heroes to deal with it.
They'll pounce onto Miracle.
Oh, there's no mana.
Doesn't have horns, no mana for it. So Chrysalis and Nisha take down the late game security Nigma were trying to build up.
It's over.
As Kurosa Mail, they'll spot Zayats. Flame breaking back, but he's got hookshot and cogs. This chaotic team fight, presence from the Clockwork, opening up for Secret here to maybe play back in towards the Lash. DP in from the back with the Exo. Resolution chases mind control. BKB's up and finds the finish on him and
They
Sumail.
get clock.
Team Secret stomping all over Nigma here in game 3.
And he got this axe now. God damn, the range, the ability to get across the map.
Sad,
I mean,
it's sad.
This
The fact that they lose in a stomp, the Twitter
comments
comments gonna be
Rename
mad.
himself to Rexo in a second as he'll take this Roshan down quickly.
The spirit of Lacoste lives on.
You gotta do it. This is Roshan for Secret. Nigma are positioning themselves with Blink Echo at the ready. They can pull the trigger on this jump. The Haunt, the Echo. He doesn't blink forward. Trying to focus Crystallis, but this is doom and gloom as Puppey steals the Echo and they get 2 more kills. Nigma, what can you do? Zayas has a hook shot. If he can get a glimpse of vision on someone, they can reinitiate, but they're back into the pit to secure the Roche and the Aegis for themselves. Another failed attempt. Another woeful team fight from Nigma.
Did his blink get cancelled by Zayat? I couldn't tell if it was that or if he just decided he wanted to echo there.
I'm not too sure, but Miracle's dying. Sheepo, they're just losing everything, bleeding out left and right.
Please.
Really just spiraling out of control. It feels like I mean, they're even seeing mind control. I'm gonna miss that.
TP home.
Yeah, all their little options are things that they have and are getting. Yeah, we're getting this item. Yeah, we're getting this level. Yeah, we're getting this spell. But it's never enough.
Yeah, you're losing your Lesh. Yeah, you got a hookshot in from Zayas. He gets the splitter down to Sumail and tries to heal up with his wand, but it's never enough. Crystallis with 9 perma stacks of Agi up. Even
1.1.
Aghanim Scepter pouncing towards Kuro and GH.
1.01.
Mid-tier 2 looking a little worse for wear. And with this Slark, like you've been talking about the past few games and series, the warding battle is just so impossible for Nigma. Every observer ward they have is being de-warded.
Yeah. Whenever Slark is ahead, the map just becomes so tiny. It's not just the wards as well. It's having this axe, the double leap, the range on it. Like, even if you find a little space to farm or a little space to try and recover, right? Like, he is able to catch you and hunt you down and chase you. These boosts of travel synergizing so well with that on the DP. Right? It feels like Nigma really need some way to help disengage. Again, these 4-stars.
3-2-2, it's possible.
To look towards, like your Bat Rider, he's trying to get a blink just so they
They're
can
definitely aware.
Initiation for themselves. If they can catch that DP, for example, and burst her down.
Just look at the freedom the Crystallis has, though. He lurks, he jumps, he finds the Spectre. The stun will connect with the Fisher on top.
He's got Aegis, it doesn't really matter.
Disabled, but he's got the Shadow Dance, and now the DP with the Exo will come back in with a sick hook shot from Zayas, finding Sumail's Lashrak. Down you go into the grave, and Crystallis is hunting for more. Miracle TP's home, Spectre's out of there. They safeguard their carry, but Kuro, he's caught up in the pounce, leashed up. A good Fisher defensively will allow the Undying to escape, but it opens the tier 2 for Rezo to utilize his Exo, get the objectives they need, and the Aegis still in the hands of the Slark for 2 minutes 40. Even if they killed him the once there, the fight would have fallen apart regardless.
A moment of peace for Nigma, and I say peace in that I think they're going to wait for next Exo to even attempt to take high ground, but at that point, your Aegis has expired. Alright, so if they're feeling confident enough, they might still play for it, but if they're playing to be careful and not to throw, we might see Secret wait until the next rush. That gives Nigma a plethora of opportunities to try and make a move, make something come back. You have this Echo Blink, you have this Tombstone. You know, there's always an opportunity to take some fight around a high ground.
Overbuff Slark, what did he even get? His jump gives him stack.
Does not have a BKB, right? He can still die to the damage from the.
What's there anything else he got?
So Nigma definitely have something in this game. Even though it is a 16k lead.
They've got options. They do have that overwhelming team fight if they can get the jump. But they need vision to do it. They need smoke, some kind of surprise maneuver. They are all green-lit. Everyone's got all their abilities ready. But Secret.
That's the main problem, right? Secret are just going to come up, take your tier 2 towers. They always ready to jump you. And notice they have this long range from both Slark Leap and the hook shot. A moment's notice.
They needed Randy. They needed Randy.
I don't even want to show on lanes. Sumail was thinking about pushing bot, but it is too scary on the map right now.
And look at this play, right? The problem of this smoke is that they think that Nigma have tried to push out of the map because they show top. They're like, okay, they're just going to be farming bot, right? Let's sweep through it with a smoke and get a pick off on whoever's trying to farm outside the map. But They're not doing it. They're just sitting in their base. They're actually just...
A surprise move. Zayat's in such a good position here. He could break the smoke.
It's like 3 heroes.
They've found their way around him.
It's like 5 versus 8.
Weaseling their way into that bottom jungle. Haunt spots Rezo.
Okay.
Get the blink
Perfect initiation.
A huge kill for Nigma.
Resolution to the beat.
Down, but the Death Shroud not quite enough to keep him alive. But in comes the roll and the slot pouncing in.
Doesn't matter. Great tombstone. Great tombstone.
Awesome Mel dropping solo.
It's now or never. To lose this.
Now the pounce back into them dying.
It doesn't get better than that.
Nigma Galaxy losing 3 off the back of that initiation.
They tried GG.
It looked good to start with, but Zayas is aiming for more. Mind control on the retreat. The hook shot didn't land. Try and get in on towards GH now instead. MC blinks away. Batrider's out there and GH TPs too.
MC's just getting what he can on this little brief escapade outside of their base for that TP back. And this is where the net worth lead really comes into play. Right, you get that DP kill. Honestly, like, fantastic start for Nigma in that fight, but you still have Nisha with an Ags, a Diffusal Blade, all these levels. Same with Chrysalis. They're both so tanky, they're both so farm, they have so many levels. They don't need DP to kill your team.
Yeah, they've got Nisha and Chrysalis just to roll on over. I've got to say, Zayat on his clockwork has had a spectacular time. He's contending with zombies and spectre illusions and all this nonsense. But he's finding the lines, finding that chaos in the team fight with the cogs pushing people around or locking Sumail in place. And right now he's that smoke blocker, making sure that no one's coming through that bottom jungle and there's no one really farming down bottom wave either.
Yeah. And when you're lacking all this vision, you're just scared. You're terrified. You're like, we don't know where they are. We don't know where they're playing. They could be bot. They could be top. You know, and using this secret increased their net worth lead because they can farm 2 heroes in the triangle, 1 hero bot, and 2 behind them in their own jungle. Because Nigma don't know. They can't smoke up knowing, yeah, they're definitely split up right now. Because the threat is always there. The ability to connect is always there. You have the boost of travel. It's so risky and hard, and you're playing without the vision of seeing, like, Clockwork is pushing just from fog with the rocket flare, right? He's not even putting himself in the position to get grabbed by Nigma.
Yeah, and they got this deep ward down that's actually spotted Nigma come in to try and de-ward bottom. They kind of know that they're either in their base or smoking out top because they've pushed in bot, pushed in mid. That's what Chrysalis is looking for right now as a Slark. He's smoke hunting at the moment, trying to figure out if there's any vision placed by Nigma up here as well. And this might be their last-ditch effort. One team fighting could bring them back into the game, but it could also lose them the match.
Sumail, Leshrac without IO.
They're looking for anything. I mean, these are the moves that you have to make. You cannot just sit and wait for this slow death. As the net worth lead increases for Secret, right? This smoke up, waiting in the trees. If a single hero shows, you know, it's still... Oh, are they gonna find Verrk? Ooh, he's fine. Close, though. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta... You don't know exactly where they are, but they're probably not sitting as 5. Now, that's not how you win when you're ahead, necessarily. Alright, so if they can just get that quick grab with the lasso, then they're gonna hunt for it. They're gonna look for it. They gotta try. They gotta try, Gary.
Yeah, they've got to throw everything they've got at this. And they finally de-ward that deep observer that's been causing them so many issues the past 3 minutes.
Alliance still got their chance.
They're all together. No one is left alone.
They do. They're playing next.
Spreading wide across the map to keep
playing
the
next
pressure
game
onto Nigma Galaxy here.
Miracle,
the only one who feels safe
DGG
showing on a wave.
Oh, remember, they're not that good. I mean, they're pretty good, but that's for his better.
Around the pit. Nigma might be running out of smokes at this point, though. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, they've got 1 on GH, so they do have the opportunity to leave their base. But we see Zayat's in position to break it. Nigma again, good angle to move around these smoke breakers, but there's Chrysalis.
That's not playing an alliance
on the front lines, and Nisha swashbuckle and rolling thunder.
No, not good initiation.
Mind control. The Fisher tries to block them away, but Nisha's in with Chrysalis, finding the kill on the Batrider now, and they've looked towards Sumail on the left-hand side.
Tombstone is up.
Being ripped apart by Resolution's DP, and the tombstone's down. 2 kills for Secret again, just holding Nigma back and making sure this dominant position on the map isn't relinquished.
How annoying. The one thing you're looking for is just a hero to jump, and it's always that pesky Slark using his Dark Pact, making it impossible. You just can't jump. there's
Nigma
no way
is still the best Dota team on Earth
wound it
carbon.
up and clicked it in time, unless you're checking like your one charges maybe, because then it does show that he's used it. But that's it. It's hard. And
Malay
it's
Fupa,
risky,
they are.
You can't really, risk it. So I don't know. Maybe Nigma can get a couple more things before the next big fight, before this fight for Roche. I mean, Roche is up right now, so it's definitely scary. But you want like your Earthshaker level 12, right? More damage on that Echo Slam. Maybe you want to see Kuroki get that Tombstone maxed out.
Sumail's not worth
Mind control, obviously very far away from that BKB. Not really something you can rely on here.
He's behind the clockwork in that.
Mind control less from the position 5.
It really has been.
That's a feels bad.
Downhill slide for Mind Control's bat.
Yeah, he's very underfarmed, and it's hard. You can't take this farm.
They all know. Look at their cameras. They are all aware that it lost.
To Miracle, you have to give it to your
They're
carry.
trying, but they're all aware.
What you really do is go for this blink, and he's not going to go for a real greedy BKB anymore. He's going for the 4-staff, and I think that is the correct play. You need these 4-staffs to try and get your team out.
Drag people into the fountain.
Yeah, I mean, this is the
Sumail steps out.
Oh my god.
Now he's just an old house crying in the sun. Yeah.
Coming through, allowing Miracle to maybe get on top of some of these dire support heroes.
Trying, thank you.
Sumail's still alive. The Echo Slam from GH.
They're all
causes chaos, allows the Dark Pack to come
colors.
out with a Shadow Dance and Secret to sweep through them. Every member of Nigma demolished by Nietzsche's Rolling Thunder. 2 buybacks required, but I just don't see it happening.
It is very hard. I mean, Rezo is such a beast right now. Running through Crystallis. Yeah, couldn't kill him. He's got so much regen coming out from that ult into the depth shroud. He's just regen. You can't target him even with all this AoE damage.
What the hell is this?
There's just not enough in the tank.
Yeah, and they've got these multiple boots of travels just jumping from lane to lane, like Nisha now going to TP home to refill with Rezo, and then they can return to the Roche pit thinking about that Aegis. There's even a DD room spawning outside the pit for them as well. But here we can see it. Lesh just stepping out of that base a bit too far. He was tanky enough to get back to high ground with the soul rips and the heals that he had behind him. But the timing on this, as we see Crystallis dive, he got so close to dying with that Echo Slam and Chain Stun, and then Nisha comes in, saves the day.
Actual champion.
Who paused?
Every moment that ticks by, it gets harder and harder to take these fights for Nigma because Clockwork finished a Lotus Orb. You just stick that on your Slark, and now it's literally impossible to ever lasso him. Maybe you don't even care about him. Maybe you think he's just absolutely fine. Put it on your DP. Let Rezo get that full damage off from Exorcism. I mean, this Lotus Orb is just a free live, it feels like, versus the Batrider, which is their main tool to try and win these fights so they can get anyone out of position. And on top of that, like, Nisha's buying an Eon Disc. When you're ahead, you might see someone get cocky. I'm just going to buy damage items. I'm just going to buy, things that let me do more, like a Shiva's Guard. I want a Shiva's Guard. But he knows the only way we lose this game is if I get lassoed and pulled into that base. So by buying this Eon Disc, he's completely just removing the ability for Nigma to pull themselves back in.
Perfect optimization. I'm just wondering what that pause was. We had puppy pause, we had Finol pause, tactical pause. This felt like a Kuroki pep talk pause. Get the morale back up in your team because they've got to be feeling down and out. 4-31 with a 33k lead over on Secret. Another Roshan going into their hands as well. You need your captain to lift your spirits. That's what Kuroki can potentially do here. Just remind them, we've got Miracle on Spectre. We've got GH on Earthshaker. We have these tools to win team fights and go late game.
Provide the copium supply. It's running out.
And that's a royal we from Kuroki's perspective.
Yeah, it would be nice for sure if GH could get a shard before the next fight. Just add that little bit extra way to hold your high ground and put a little bit of pressure out from range. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. There's so many items you need and so little farm trickling in. Everything really is just in your Spectre, and even she's just scared and uncomfortable. There's a lot of magic damage, a lot of control, and all he has really is a Manta style and half of a Skadi. I mean, he's nearly finished it. He's got his courier prepped and ready to grab that last bit. They're just going to funnel every little wave that comes into him that they can.
Get the Spectre big. That's all they can hope for. Crystallis cruises up top to push out wave. The rest of them They went down bottom as they do get a lasso horn, finding Puppy.
Okay.
That's a kill. Not going to get much off the back of it.
1 kill. That's 1,100 gold.
Right? So you've got a minute and a half
now
at
the
least
stacks.
where Secret, they can exploit it. Hook shot in. Good Fisher, but the Rolling Thunder looking for Sumail. Crystalis will move in. The self-fuel from the Lesh. Gonna save him for a second or two.
Boom.
But he's being turned on quickly by the BKB and the Rolling Thunder with no buyback on Sumail.
Oh my god, the
really
damage.
dangerous for Nigma now to continue fighting. They'll lose the Bat Rider in their base. And Team Secret with this EXO can think about pushing high ground again. Tier 3 mid, just 260 HP remaining. And Slark still with Aegis in his hands. Can waltz up the ramp. Get onto tier 3s and look for this first lane of barracks against Nigma.
That Lesh kill was so big as well, just for the defense.
Oh, the damage from Crystalis! They kill Earthshaker, there's no Blink Echo, there's no
Get him a clap, guys.
There's no Spectre soon. Crystalis forces them back to
Everyone get him a clap for good effort. Only 1 clap.
now.
They tried their best.
So bombed, Gary.
He is incredibly strong. And on they move. Tier 3 bottom. Unlock the base. Close this one out. One step closer to that lower bracket final. Team Secret looking to knock out Nigma Galaxy here.
They're
The
still
battle
trying.
of the ages. It started off with a bang. Game 2 was tight, but Game 3 has been a one-way street for Secret.
40k net worth lead up now.
Ending with a bit of a fizz for Nigma.
Show stream chat. I'm sure they're wholesome.
They will respawn in time to defend their top lane, though. And we are still waiting for this Blink Echo from
Grab
GH
them
to make the
tissues,
difference. But look at
fanboys.
Zayat. He's on the Spectre. Crystalis in. We'll get the pounce.
Yes,
They're
the
focusing
airways
in
free
onto
flight
Miracle,
home.
and he's down. No buyback. Oh, God, it's a disaster for Nigma now. Crystalis does still have the Aegis, so his first life claimed, sure. But what do you do off the back of it? Undying, Flesh Golem, Tombstone still up, and Soul Rip back to full HP. But Secret, they've retreated. They got 2 lanes, Aegis used to perfection.
Very toxic. At
And
least
this
we have a
40k
nice stream.
lead just seems insurmountable for Nigma now.
It really is. That kill on Sumail opened everything up for them. The split earth spam with that shard was probably one of the best tools they had to defend their high ground. And with that out of the way, Secret don't care. They'll go in, they'll dive. There's nothing really making them scared. All that AoE damage gone. It doesn't exist. He's in the grave.
It's over
now,
for Team Star.
Maybe confident enough here to go in. They have that ward down. They're looking for an opening. Anyone that steps out of line, anyone that steps up to de-ward, they will die instantly. And I think Nigma know.
Yeah, that's why Kuro hasn't gone for it. Tried to get a ward of his own in that mid lane, but that's immediately de-warded by Rezo. And Team Secret, they know that both of these other lanes can naturally push in. Exo's back up, so creeps arriving at the top lane of this Radiant base will mean Rezo moves forward.
No buybacks except on Bat right now.
Rough stuff for Nigma Galaxy. Exceptional position for Team Secret. And they can just stay here. The platform to launch pad themselves up into the high ground, diving the base. Bat Rider, he tried to blink in, but he's dead.
No
Does
yem.
buy back. Forcing some spells and cooldowns.
Got it.
BKB in particular from Crystalis did get utilized. So a bit of a poke from Nigma there to give them another option, another chance to get back in this game.
We traded Bat's buyback for a D-ward on that ward. Big wins, big wins.
Gains.
We got some XP from that, yeah.
And Spec has buyback now.
Wonderful.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But Secret aren't going to give up. They've claimed this land as their own and they want to keep it.
They're playing so nicely, just so clean on Secret. They really don't want to give anything away.
Nice being crisp.
Yeah, taking the little pickoffs that they can, threatening them, even in their own base, even when no one's really looking for a proper fight.
Oh my god, end the fucking game. Are they actually waiting for another Roche?
They're gonna back it up, continue to increase that lead. They've got their wards down.
Just end it, please. This hurts to watch.
Even Puppy has an Eon disc now. So it's going to be very difficult to kill any number of these heroes. You know, Rezo has his disassembled. Pango has his disassembled. Puppy now has one. Slark has, you know, a multitude of safety mechanisms with Shadow Dance, Depth Shroud, BKB.
666, please. 26 more. Fucking
Nigma
normies.
That jump.
66.
Splitting up to keep bombing. And Zayas is just holding the line.
6.
Sitting on this high ground. If anyone comes, you know, he'll break that smoke. He's ready to delay. He's got that Lotus Orb, so they shouldn't be able to kill him.
And now they swarm in. The hook shot doesn't quite land, but they've got the cogs and the telekinesis. They're going to bring down Miracle quickly. He does have buyback, don't forget. So Nigma with a chance here to fight around Kuro, but he quickly falls to the DD of Chrysalis. No one dying for 30 seconds, so a swift move up top from Team Secret.
Last side.
Exo from Rezo.
Hold.
Shred through the tier 3 tower.
Oh my god, why are they so pussy?
Chrysalis.
What is wrong with Secrets?
He's scary.
He's a monster.
They gotta
The beast from the
respect
deep.
the Earthshaker rolls.
They give nothing
That does
away.
20 damage.
Buy back out? Sure, no problem. We'll back off. Oh, Roche respawning.
They're actually waiting for Roche.
Well, we don't know when, but it starts to respawn in 40 seconds. They're even peeking their head in. They know. Comms probably telling each other, all right, guys, you know, just force one little thing at a time. They step out, we punish it. But we don't overcommit. We don't give them the
predict
slime.
the
We don't
gold
give them
net
the
worth.
lasso to the fountain.
That they end on. I'm gonna
And this
say
is how bad it's got for Nigma
52k
as
net worth
Zayas
lead.
misses that hook shot. Telekinesis saved from
52K.
Puppy though, as Lasso gonna get cancelled out. Chrysalis got himself away, weaseled himself forward now towards the MC bat, nearly dead. Chrysalis
no.
with the help of Puppy and Zayas
Oh, yes.
do claim the kill, while Sumail permanently controlled. And another 2 kills, no buybacks. GH, he tries
There it is.
his
There's
best
the
to
ult
blink
we've been
echo
waiting for.
slam in, but it's all over now. A buyback from GH will come out, but Team Secret have this game under lock and key.
It is way
52?
too hard to do anything. I mean, they're holding on. Maybe
50?
Maybe Secret runs it 5-man into the fountain. And we gotta hope for something, but it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, Nisha with his
Puppy
Agnum
just wants
Scepter
to torture Puppy
destroying
insane.
the Spectre of Miracle. Gone for 80. Only GH
52?
stands here now, but this is a game you do not call early.
Wait, it doesn't. It's 10 seconds.
Well,
Come on.
GG. It had to come eventually.
Come on.
They waited,
Yes!
they waited 20 minutes of
Oh!
solid domineering by Team Secret. Finally, coming to an end with a victory here in Game 3, dropping out Nigma from TI Qualifiers. Commiserations to Nigma, to Kuroki, all the boys on the team, the Nigma fans, and congratulations to Team
Gabe
Secret.
and Son.
I mean, it's not a huge victory as things go in terms of bracket placement. They've got another series to win to get to last chance qualifiers. But in terms of matchups and teams,
Show a
Secret
team
against
star.
Nigma, it's as big as they come.
of course, definitely. And I am just really impressed with how they played that game. They had the complete
They're actually just staring.
patience and playing that game so
copium.
slowly, so carefully, giving nothing away. They really played like they
Despair.
know that their TI life is on the line.
Despair.
And Puppy's still in it to be an all-timer.
He is, yeah.
Have to see how the rest of this bracket goes. But yeah, what a fun,
Get him a clap.
what a fun
Get him a
series
clap,
that was.
everyone.
Obviously, this last game was a stomp, but overall, I mean, I think we saw 2 teams really give it their best throughout these games.
Yeah, I mean, Game 2 in particular, everyone was playing out of their minds. They gave it their all.